The Nets have won 8 of their last 9 without Kevin Durant, and now they're getting yet another All-Star. Blake Griffin has officially signed with Brooklyn after his contract was bought out by the Pistons over the weekend. Griffin is expected to come off the bench for the Nets, according to reports. So, Shannon, how much more of a threat does he make the Nets to the Lakers?
Man, I guess the Nets realized they needed a little bit more help to take down a 36-year-old that can't shoot free throws or can't shoot the ball from 3. Damn, Skip.
He can't.
So why you need all this? You got James Harden. You got
because you can.
No. You know why they did it. Cause for the GOAT. That's what everybody do. They load up for the GOAT.
GOAT? They might be loading up for the Clippers.
They don't load. They do that. Okay, load up for the Clippers. Skip, look. Injuries have robbed Blake Griffin of his athleticism.
Lord have mercy, you're right.
One of the greatest high flyers that we've had in the game.
Ever.
Has no dunks.
He jumped over the hood of a car.
Of a Kia. He went from jumping over a Kia to shooting threes. And that's how,
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
He went from Dominique Wilkins to Steph Curry in a matter of 3-4 years. But that's what injuries have done to him. It has robbed him of his athleticism. But what he can do is that when they go small, they can play him at the 5. Now, I don't know if he'll start. I don't know if he'll come off the bench. But they can play him at the 5 and slide KD back to the 4. And so now you go Blake, you go KD, you go James Harden, you go Kyrie, and Joe Harris. Joe Harris will need to be in the closing lineup because he's still their best three-point shooter, and he can space the floor. So I think Blake can give them something. Maybe he eats up some of the minutes that Jeff Green normally plays the 5 when DeAndre Jordan is not in the ball game. So, Skip, I think he adds something to him. Plus, having played in the league as long as he has, I believe the 3 top guys trust him to be where he's supposed to be,
agree.
Know what he's supposed to do, and do what he's supposed to do. So I think he'll be a great addition for what they need. Skip, they don't need another 20-point scorer. They just need somebody that can get a rebound and occasionally make a shot here or there. But they have enough. But they did need another big. I'm not so sure they're still not in the market for a true big. Maybe an Andre Drummond, maybe Hassan Whiteside or JaVale McGee. I believe they're still on the market for another big. But I like this acquisition to them. And I believe he would serve them better because a lot of people have, well, he might go to the Lakers. I just think he's a better fit for them than he would be the Lakers.
So I never thought I would say this about Blake Griffin, but he just makes them a little better.
Yes.
That's all I can give you is a little better.
Yes.
And I'm with you. I think he'll come off the bench. You didn't mention Jeff Green.
Yes.
He's playing still at a very high level, and they definitely trust Jeff Green.
The difference is Jeff Green can guard multiple positions where Blake is basically relegated to a 4 or 5.
Yeah, I agree. So here's the irony of this situation to me. I watched just about every game Blake Griffin played at the University of Oklahoma because I'm a fan. But what troubled me was he stayed for 2 years. Well, what superstar stays in college for 2 years? They just don't.
One and done.
They are just counting the days until they can hit the draft. You know, they want to be a professional basketball player. I promise you, he couldn't make a shot at OU more than a foot away from the basket.
Right.
He had no jump shot. He definitely didn't have any three-point range.
Right.
And all he was a tremendous, like a star athlete playing basketball. And again, his father was a famous high school coach, so he's well-schooled. His older brother, Taylor, was kind of his bodyguard for a while. But the book on him in the Big 12 was just rough him up.
Get physical.
Just get him. And if he loses confidence in his one-foot shot, you got him.
Right.
Right? And slowly but surely, after he goes to the Clippers, he starts to turn into a shooter. And it goes to like he's a 10-foot jump shooter, and then he was a 15-foot, and then he started making his free throws. And all of a sudden, late in his career, he's turned into a pretty good three-point shooter.
He decent for 3.
I mean, that's kind of what he does.
Right.
But for Detroit, he averaged 12 points and 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Well, the 4 assists is what I would lock into because he knows how to play basketball.
Correct.
So to your point, he's a nice fit because he's a good guy.
And he's not going to be asked to what he did when he got to the Clippers.
No.
He's not going to be what they thought they were getting when he first got to Detroit.
Right.
He's a complimentary piece.
He is.
To a very interesting puzzle that the Brooklyn Nets have going.
And they don't have to worry about the money because they were able to get him for the $5.9 million exception because Detroit still owes him $29.3 million. You know, like Detroit's eating the bulk.
But Skip, he had to give up. But I mean, he had to give up probably $10 million.
Yeah,
you know,
he did for the buyout.
Right, because Skip, he had an option for damn near $40 million next year. You know he was picking that up.
Okay, and for his career, he's made $255 million. So he's good. He's
I was
good.
a little taller.
So he's looking. Well, there you go. so he's looking at, well, I might be able to win a ring.
Right.
I need to win a ring. So what happened with him and Chris Paul? They clashed because he really thought he was the man, and Chris knew he was the man.
Right.
So.
It
never worked.
CP3 butt head with a lot of people.
With a lot of people, and that's just what he is.
Did you watch Chris Paul? Did you watch Chris Paul chase James Harden down and steal the ball from him?
He did. And it was for real.
Yeah. And James Harden shoved him and almost pushed him out of bounds. I was laughing.
Then James ran back on defense to get in his way because it was legit conflict.
I was like, man, this is an all-star game. Y'all really out there trying to steal the ball from one another.
Yeah, and Kyrie was trying to steal it from everybody.
Everybody. I mean, what the hell, Kyrie, when you started playing defense like this?
I don't know where it came from. But the point is that Blake is a nice little piece, and I never thought I would dismiss Blake Griffin as a nice little piece because he's not that old, but he's beat up, and yet he's in a good spot. Now, did he have a chance to go to another team? Did they even make a phone call on him?
I think the thing is, Skip, with Brooklyn, they're the heavy favorites to come out of the East.
Yep.
He can be a piece of that puzzle. He's going to get, I mean, Jeff Green averages 23 minutes, 26 minutes as a starter, 23 minutes off the bench. So could he cut into some of those minutes? Could they down to 20 and 20 apiece for those guys?
Yep.
I don't think you need Blake Griffin playing 30 minutes. I don't know if he can play that long. But clearly Detroit, Jeremy Grant is now the new guy there. They got some guys that are young and coming. It's like, okay, we're moving in a different direction. Let's get you somewhere where you can be happy because what we're trying to do here, you don't fit in our plans.
So why is it that every player who's supposed to be speculated to be on the market right now, like acquirable, every speculation, every story reportedly says they want to go to the Nets?
Yes.
And the Nets have empty spaces. You know, they were playing 2 players short.
Right.
So now they've got one. And to your point, the Drummond rumors are out there that he's more interested in going to the Nets.
We gonna get
the Lakers
Drummond.
need somebody big.
We gonna get Drummond. We gonna get Drummond on Whiteside.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be over.
I think he'll be relegated to Whiteside.
We ain't no relegated.
Yep.
Watch what he does when we get him. He give us probably about 12 and 15.
Is Whiteside Dwight? No.
He gonna be better.
Is he JaVale? No.
He gonna be. Watch what he does, Skip. Was Dwight before we got him? No.
Is Dwight right now for Philly? Yes.
He played well because Skip. Memphis just said, no, don't even worry about catching a flight here. They said, don't even worry about coming here. You work out where you want to go, and we'll try to make it happen. I mean, because think about it, Skip. He is Houston, Atlanta, and Charlotte, Memphis. 4 teams in a year and a half, 2 years. And Lakers, Bron said, I got him. We took him off the scrap. He dusted him up, got him a ring, did everybody wanted him. We should have kept him.
And now you miss him.
We do.
We do.
We should have kept him. I wish we had kept him.
Boy, there's a monster growing in Brooklyn. Whew.
We'll calm him down.
Yeah.
We'll calm him down.
Are you
well,
sure
first you got to get by the Clippers.
Oh, first of all, are we sure Kevin Durant is going to be?
Yep, we're sure.
We sure? Okay.
We are completely positive
You're
that
sure
the best
about
player
that?
on the planet will be ready to rock.
Okay. You know, little hamstring skill. That's it's a big muscle back there. He had a little tiny
legs.
He got a little tiny legs.
They're really long legs.
That voice. And, we're halfway through this thing. We got a lot of time. He's just healing up, making sure his body is right. And we actually do need to continue talking about KD. Was the case for Kevin Durant being the best player in the league over LeBron just signed, sealed, and delivered? I'll give you the details next.